What's up, guys? Jab here, back with a brand new video, and like the title says, we got to do something about these streamers, man. I feel like every other day I see a clip or I see a tweet or something that just goes and shows like how out of touch a lot of these streamers are with like the average everyday person, the people that watch them, and things like that. And this clip that we're about to watch here and react to is basically like 100% proof of that. This clip revolves around Shroud, who I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, already know who that is. But if you don't, Shroud is one of the most popular like Twitch streamers from the past few years in FPS games, because he is very good at FPS games, and that's kind of his whole shtick. He was a pro player in, I believe, Counter-Strike, and then he basically went to like full-time streaming, and every game that he touches, he's basically like in the top of that game. And this clip here that we're going to be watching, as you can see, it's from a YouTuber named Perish Grape. It says, Shroud having a mental breakdown for 4 minutes after killing me. So to give you a little bit of context before we actually watch this, basically this guy, Perish Grape, he's playing, I believe it's Delta Force, the extraction mode in Delta Force. So he's playing Delta Force and he gets killed by Shroud. And then Shroud, for no reason, for I have no idea why, but Shroud just goes on this long rant about how you shouldn't play games if you're not good at games. It just like, he just keeps digging himself further and further into the hole. And he is even playing with other people that you can kind of tell don't agree with him and are saying things. And it's just crazy to see like how out of touch he is. We're going to go ahead and watch the clip here. I don't want to give too much context and stuff, but basically it's just like, oh my God, this guy has no idea what the average everyday person is. And this is kind of what happens when your entire life revolves around streaming and playing games. But anyway, let's just go ahead and full screen this and basically watch the video. I'll go ahead and pause and give my thoughts on certain things as we go along.
That guy fucking sucked. Sometimes I wonder how people get by in life, like gaming like shit. I don't care what they did. Go play another fucking game and get better. Jesus Christ. Still, it doesn't matter. For the sake of your own fucking like pride. Like, are you not a prideful person? Do you have no dignity? I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about the people that are. I'm talking about the people that are really bad. Like, not like average or below average. I'm talking about literal dumpsters, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Those people.
Running left.
Okay, so that was basically like a little bit of a highlight of all the things that he says about Perish Grape here, the person that uploaded this YouTube video. So now we're gonna see exactly what led up to that.
To the right a little bit.
Whoa!
That's in the tent.
I died to Shroudy.
Shroudy.
Kinda doubt it was Shroud.
I died to Panias Elvis.
It's actually him.
Oh.
I just died to Shroud.
He's in the corner on me. Not extracting. You peeking me? Peeking me? Level 3 dead? Oh, it was just one guy.
Oh, it's just one dude.
That guy's fucking that guy's head exploded. Yeah. That guy fucking sucked. Sometimes I wonder how people get by in life, like gaming like shit.
What do you mean?
By that I mean, like, it's fine to game like shit and you play the games that you know that you can be shit at, but playing like multiplayer games and knowing your shit is fucking crazy.
What the hell, dude?
It actually blows my mind. And I'm not talking about like average. Average is fine. I'm talking about shit. I'm talking about literal trash.
They just look like they're not even trying to play.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit confuses the fuck out of me. I don't understand.
Dude, but what if they just got off work?
I don't care what they did. Go play another fucking game and get better. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so that's like the first big thing that I heard, and I was like, what is this dude talking about? Like, he's complaining that I guess the guy that he killed wasn't good enough to give him a challenge. I guess that's where this whole like rant is coming from. And then, as we heard, someone in his like team or whatever, I'm not sure who exactly it was, but someone in his team basically said like, well, what if you're talking about someone who just got off work and they're just trying to play the game and chill? And he responds to that being like, I don't fucking care, go play another game. It's just such a weird reaction. And it just shows how out of touch people like this are, because he's obviously a professional streamer. His entire life revolves around playing games and needing to be good at that because that's his whole shtick. He's also a streamer who's got like 50,000 hours in every single FPS game, which is why he's able to keep up with that, you know, level of gameplay and stuff. And then here he is being like, I don't care if the, you know, the father of three who just got home from work is trying to relax and play the game. He needs to be better because he needs to give me a challenge. It's kind of hard for me to get into his head and kind of reason as to where he's even coming from, because it just doesn't make any sense. It's such a weird take to have, to be like, you shouldn't be able to play the games that you buy or that you enjoy unless you have a certain level of proficiency in it or something like that. And it's just so weird because it's like people have other things going on. Not everyone is a professional streamer, and not everyone has hours and hours and hours and hours to play a game every single day. Like, you know, he does. And it's just so weird because, first of all, how are they going to even get better if they're not allowed to play? Because apparently, according to you know, they shouldn't be playing these games. How are they going to get better? How are they going to improve? He uses Stardew Valley as an example later on. How the fuck is playing Stardew Valley going to improve you in first-person shooters? It's not. It's really not. And so let's just go ahead and keep watching this.
Nobody wants to play this shitty ass fucking, you know, shit with shit.
Like, if there's
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't even know where he's going with this. He's like, nobody wants to play with blah, 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 blah.
Nobody wants to play this shitty ass fucking, you know, shit with shit.
like,
What does that even mean? Like, what is he trying to say? Nobody wants to play the shitty ass shit with shit. Like, what is he trying to say? What is his point?
Fucking game and get better. Jesus Christ.
what the?
Nobody wants to play this shitty ass fucking, you know, shit with
If there's,
shit.
like, if there's like MMO,
It's just, I feel like he doesn't even know what his point is. I feel like he keeps doubling, tripling, quadrupling down. And I think at some point in the video, he even says like, I know this all sounds really bad, or like something like that. Even he knows that like he's not making sense, and that this whole argument is just dumb.
after a certain point again.
Yeah, but like,
Still, it doesn't matter. For the sake of your own fucking like pride, like are you not a prideful person? Do you have no dignity? You just play and you're complete garbage? I don't understand.
Yeah.
You guys know what I mean. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about the people that are. I'm talking about the people that are really bad. Like not like average or below average. I'm talking about literal dumpsters, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Those people. Those people. I don't understand.
I definitely, people are gonna take this so literally, but I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Literal dumpsters. What games do you think they should play? Like just
When we
anything
say,
else?
yo, are these guys AI? Like, we're talking about those guys.
But they they're looking at the fucking stars or something. They're like, yo,
First of all, that's not what the guy did. The other guy, like he mentioned, the uploader of this piece of content here, mentioned that because he's wearing the helmet in game, it muffles the actual sound in game. So he didn't hear Shroud. And so when he peeked that corner, that's why he got picked up. He wasn't like staring off in space, you know, not knowing how to even aim the controller or whatever. So him kind of using this guy's, you know, this whole example and then being like this,
stars or something. They're like, yo, look at these volumetric fucking clouds.
he wasn't doing that. But he's trying to come up with a reason to like justify why he's so angry about this and like why he's ranting about this in the first place, even though it does not apply to the guy that uploaded this video.
Clouds, bro. Like those people. I just don't get it. Like, go play fucking Stardew Valley or something, and then get back.
How is Stardew Valley gonna improve your skills in a first-person shooter? It makes zero sense. But again, he's like, it sounds like he's basically, I think he says this too. He's like, I'm gatekeeping multiplayer gaming or something like that. It sounds like he's trying to gatekeep who can play multiplayer games, and if you're not up to a level that he considers good, then you should just play single-player indie games, you know, because you're not gonna impress him.
Better. Because you will get better and you will improve in different games.
Again, how does playing a 2D like top-down view farming simulator improve your skills in a first-person shooter? I don't get it.
I'm trying to gatekeep multiplayer games.
Wrong way.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm trying to gatekeep multiplayer games. That's all.
Why?
Yeah,
I
you
can
just want them to
actually
be like
understand
valued. You just want them to be.
I want them to be a valued, yes, a valued member, a valued member of the competitive like society. You know, you
What is he talking? A valued member of the competitive society. What does that even mean? What is the competitive society?
know how like we as human beings, like at least most of us probably do, like agree to be like good human beings, not shit fucking people. Like that same thing should apply in video games.
What is that? What is that comparison? Because we as people decide to be like good people instead of bad people in real life, that same thing should apply to video. What is he even talking about at this point? What is this is the thing that I would love to like, if you know, we were in the room and being like, what are you talking about? Like, what is the point here? What is this whole rant about? We started off with, you know, this guy sucks. Then it's people that are like this should not play multiplayer games. Now we're talking about the valued members of the competitive society and whether or not I don't even know what his point is at this point.
Multiplayer competitive games. It sounds worse the more
It's like even the people that are playing with him know that he sounds so dumb right now and they're laughing at it. But at the same and I feel like they're trying to like give him the benefit. Obviously they're friends, they're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. They're trying to like give him a layup and be like, you know, explain it in this way. Like they're kind of giving him a little bit of a nudge towards the right direction, and then he just keeps butchering it and making it so much worse. And now at this point, it feels like they can't even do that. Now they're just laughing because they're like, yeah, there's no saving this. Like this guy, I don't even know what this guy's talking about now at this point. And then even he recognizes it. He says right here, he knows it sounds worse as he keeps going, but he literally can't stop.
that same thing should apply in video games. Multiplayer competitive games. It sounds worse the more I talk about it, but you know what I mean? Like it makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Your friends are laughing at you because you sound dumb right now. It's you're talking from the perspective of someone who gets paid millions of dollars to play video games, and you're arguing about how the average person, the normal everyday person that plays for like an hour a day is not up to a level that impresses you, and they should therefore not be allowed to play multiplayer games. They should be playing Stardew Valley instead until they somehow learn how to play first-person shooters better while playing Stardew Valley. You know, and that seems like it's his point. That's what he's talking about. It makes sense though. No, it doesn't. That's why your friends are laughing at you. I think they try to like reason with it. This is what happens all the time when streamers say dumb shit. Their friends eventually just kind of be like, yeah, I know what you mean, you know. I think they do that here, and this is kind of the problem. Is like one of these people did try to be like, you know, what if you're talking about the guy that just came off work and things like that. So they did give him a little bit of pushback. I wish that happened more in these type of situations. That way streamers wouldn't be caught saying dumb shit like this pretty much every other day. But instead, it basically just ends up being, you know, this like, yeah, I get what you mean, blah, blah. And then these streamers think that they're justified. They think that they're, you know, what they're saying actually does make sense when it doesn't. I pretty much already gave my thoughts throughout the entire video, but yeah, it just, I feel like every other day, whether it's, you know, I make mobile videos here on the channel, of course. So whether it's in the mobile community, whether it's on the PC community, whatever, it feels like streamers nowadays are just so used to being told yes and are so used to having their opinions reaffirmed by their chat that they just kind of delve into like dumb opinions like this that don't really get challenged that much. And then you just end up with situations like this where people think, you know, you shouldn't be allowed to play video games, or multiplayer video games, I should say, because that's what he was pointing out. You shouldn't be allowed to play them unless you're like pretty good at them. And it just completely ignores all of the various like things that could make it so that someone is bad at video games, right? It could be they just got the game. What if that guy that he was just playing literally just installed the game right now, doesn't even know how to play the game? He's not considering something like that. He's not considering the fact that people don't have a lot of time to play games nowadays, because not everyone is a professional streamer that makes a lot of money streaming games, right? This is all coming from someone who gets to play games professionally, which is great. That's the goal for a lot of people, but it represents less than 1% of people that actually, you know, play games. No, not a lot of people are playing the hours that he plays or make they're not making money like he makes money playing video games and stuff. His whole rant is also like not acknowledging the fact that a lot of people might like have like accessibility issues, right? What if they can't play like a traditional person, right? He seems able-bodied. What if he's playing against someone who has to resort to like weird means just to be able to play the game comfortably due to a condition, due to a disability, whatever, right? He's not considering all of these various factors. He's just considering that like, you didn't give me enough of a challenge and you're a literal dumpster and you should not be allowed to play these games because I am in them and I'm better than you. It's just such a weird thing. And it just goes back to this whole like issue that I think I have with streamers and stuff that just constantly show how out of touch they are with like the average person, with the average person that watches them, with the average person that they're playing with or against. And it feels like these other people that are in here with him were like the only ones that like still had those thoughts of like, well, what if this guy just got off work? What if this person is just, what if this is their first game, whatever. And it's just so weird to see this guy like quadruple down throughout the video and then at the end just realize like he's like, yeah, it sounds bad the more I say things, and then he just had nothing else to say. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the whole like everything being super competitive now, everything being for content now and stuff when it comes to games, I feel like it's just made it so that the entire like gaming community is just really toxic and really negative all the time, to the point where now you can't even like enjoy just like an hour or two of multiplayer gaming after work or anything, because you're going up against people like this or people who watch him who want to be like this and have opinions like this and take it out on you. Man, like this is the gaming community nowadays. This is what the power that people have given to streamers, the popularity, the fame, the money. This is what it leads to. It leads to people who don't want you to play games because you're not good enough to impress the guy that gets to play for 14 hours a day every single day, and that's all he gets to do. You're not impressive to this guy. So you shouldn't be allowed to play your multiplayer games. Super crazy rant that this guy went on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys agree with him, if you guys disagree. Very interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. But with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.